We out here, Calisthenic Park, about to get a good workout in, man. There's nothing to it. Got an important message for y'all, man. Don't let nothing or nobody specifically, stop you from getting a workout in. Okay? The reason why I put the emphasis on people is because it's easy to turn down things that you don't really have a strong emotional connection to. But when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, significant others, or whatever, it gets a little harder. Okay? But if you know you have to do something and you know it's required for your daily well being, do not let nothing stop you. Okay? You got to do what you have to do. Okay? So don't wait on nobody. Don't sit here and let other people distract you from what you got to do. Don't do none of that, man. You got to stay disciplined, stay focused, and do what you have to do, man. And remember, it's nothing to it. Usually, when I do my pull-ups, I start off with one set to failure, and that usually is like probably like around 25 reps. But I didn't want to do that and burn myself out. And then the rest of my workout, I don't really have the energy, so we're just going to do sets of 10 and just work it like that. Don't sleep on those body weight rows. You feel them shits, especially when you doing them like that, at like a decline angle. You feel them shits. So that was more of a close grip. Next time we're gonna do a wide grip on those. Each rep, want to make sure you squeeze at the top. This one right here, for my fellas specifically. If you have a routine, a regimen, a program, a daily thing that you do every day, and that thing it's either good for your mental, your physical, or it's something that's gonna prep you for success in the future, don't let that shit stop because of a female, man. Okay? It's not to say don't deal with women or nothing like that. Of course, that'll be crazy. But man, don't let any woman that's in your life, especially one, you know, that you're in relations with, stop you from doing what you have to do. Okay? Don't let it happen. All right? And I know it gets hard, especially if you're in a relationship or if you out here, you trying to chase some tail or whatever. Don't let that shit stop you from doing what you got to do, man. Make sure you stay disciplined, okay? Because one, if you stay disciplined even while going through that, it shows your dedication and how serious you are about your craft. And then two, also the female that you're dealing with, she's gonna have more of an attraction to you when she sees how serious you are about this one thing, to where she can't even stop you from doing it. Okay? I know it gets hard balancing a relationship with your personal life and things that you do every day and your daily hobbies and habits, but you have to find balance, y'all. I'm telling you, if you want success in this life, if you want success in your relationship, you have to find balance. You can't let them distract you, bro. You can't let them distract you. If you wake up every morning at 7 a.m. by yourself and you go work out or you go grind or you go to work or whatever you do, keep that going while you're dealing with the female, okay? Don't let her stop you from doing it. If you want to make sure that you get 8 hours of sleep every night, so you make sure you go to sleep by 11 o'clock, you keep doing that, okay? Don't let her come over and you stay up till 5 in the morning and it throw off your sleep schedule. Now you got to sleep till 12 o'clock just so you feel well rested, well rested to tackle your day. Don't let it happen, bro. I'm telling you, don't let it happen. Stay disciplined, stay focused, bro. Because the thing is, none of these relationships are guaranteed. Whether it's a serious relationship, y'all just messing around, y'all just friends, whatever, it's not guaranteed. You don't know within the next year, next few months, next 5 years if you're still going to be with that person. But if you let them knock you off your schedule, then you've only disappointed yourself in the long run. Then you're going to look back, well, damn, I'm not even with this person no more, but my sleep schedule got messed up. I don't do the things that I used to do to make sure that I'm successful or healthy, you know, then it's not going to be worth it. Okay? So just don't let it knock you off, man. If you want a successful relationship, if you want a successful life, you cannot let your female distract you, bro. You have to stay focused and disciplined on what you're doing. You have to. You have to. And I've fallen victim to that myself. I've been in relationships, you know, and I have this certain thing that I'm doing and I'm focused on, But as soon as the female comes along, then I just lose all focus. I'm letting her knock me off my schedule, staying up later than what I have to. Instead of doing what I said I was gonna do, I'm out here doing something that she wants to do. No, sir. Can't let it happen, fellas. I'm telling y'all, if you want success in your life, you cannot let that happen, bro. Can't let it happen. Now we about to hit these chin ups. We're gonna do wide grip first. Don't let it happen. Because if you have a certain goal that you're trying to reach and you let her knock you off, she's not going to be there to get you to that goal. She's not going to make sure that you secure your future. Okay? It's on you. At the end of the day, it's on you. Yo, it look like I got a big ass brain under this shit. Like fucking, like the dude from Billy and Mandy. Like, I just got a big ass brain under this shit. With my indubitable head wrap looking like Sway in the morning. Now we about to do regular chin ups. Don't let nothing stop you, bro. Don't let nothing stop you. Especially for you young men out here, man. From the age of 18 and up, I would say like 18 to 30. Right now is not the time to fuck around, bro. I'm telling you. You waste those years having fun, going out partying, drinking, doing drugs, wasting time, hanging out, just kicking it with people, not doing nothing productive. You're gonna look up, you be 30, and you're gonna realize how much time you have wasted. You're gonna look up, be 25, that's when your frontal lobe fully develops. You're gonna realize how much time you have wasted. Okay? I went through it myself, y'all. I spent the age of 18 to 24 smoking and joking, hanging out, thinking because I'm making a little bit of money, everything was cool. You know, that's not it. You have to plan for your future. You have to build for your future. And those early years are the years that you do it. Okay? The longer time you waste, the worse it's gonna be to recover from later on down in life. You have to have a plan, y'all. Don't go through this shit haphazardly thinking everything's just gonna work out. It does not work like that. Very rarely does it work like that for people. I'm telling you, you have to plan. And with your plan, you have to be serious. You have to be disciplined. You have to be motivated. You have to stick to it. Because if you aren't, nobody else is gonna do it for you. I'm telling y'all, man, don't waste these years. Okay? You develop a plan and you execute. All right, because I'm going through it right now. I'm 25, bro. I'm about to be 26 in September. Right now it's July, and it's tough right now, yo. I'm telling you, I realized these past 4 years, 5 years, I fucking spent just fucking around, not taking life serious, being high every day. I realized that shit is taking a toll on me now, because now I gotta play catch up. While everybody else who was serious about their plan and their future, they was working on it. They was doing what they had to do to get to the point where they need to be in life later on. And now they're starting to reap the benefits of that. And now I'm here, I gotta play catch up. Now I gotta do everything like it's crunch time. It's not what you want, yo. I'm telling you. You take that time, you build your foundation early, then later on in life you can enjoy the benefits of your hard work that you put in when you was younger. It's not a good feeling, y'all. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it's gonna be hard because you're young. You thinking you have all the time in the world. You thinking, oh, okay, well, this is the time I should be having fun, going out, wasting my time, my energy, my physical essence. You don't want to do that. You put in the hard work now, reap the benefits later. Then once your hard work is paid off, that's when you have your fun. And it's gonna be so much better now because you're smarter now. Okay? You're smarter now. You know what you can and can't do. You know what's gonna take you away from your path of success. I'm telling y'all, man, stay focused. It's nothing to it. It's all about improvement over here, y'all. We not wasting no time. Learn from me. I made the mistakes already, and I'm here to tell you so you don't have to. If there's anything I want y'all to take away from what I do on here, just take that away. This fitness stuff is cool. Yeah, it's good for you, you know. But this, if you're not planning on making fitness your lifestyle or making that your source of income, you don't have to take it as serious as I do. But you find something that you take it serious and you focus on that shit and you hone in on that shit and you do what you got to do to make sure that you be successful in life. Please don't waste time. Please don't waste time. Thank you. Ah, how we looking, y'all? How we looking? This is how you do this shit without a gym, y'all. Okay? And I have no problem with gyms. I spend most of my time in the gym when it comes to working out, you know, or even when I train my clients, we go to the gym. So I don't have any vendettas against gyms. I'm not one of those guys that just hates gyms or anything like that. I've seen a couple of those guys in the, the fitness influencer space. Those calisthenic guys, they just hate gyms. They preach against gyms and stuff like that. I don't have no problem with gyms, but I do this for the people that make excuses about not having memberships or not having equipment or whatever. I do this for them to show y'all that it's possible to get a good workout without a gym, without equipment. This is who I do it for. That's why I'm out here doing this for y'all. Okay, so I could be in the gym right now. You know what I mean? I haven't built my body strictly on calisthenics. I'm not gonna sit here and sell y'all that lie. But what I can say, calisthenics has been a huge part of my life since I was a child. Even though I haven't been consistently working out since I was a kid, when I first did start working out, I was introduced to calisthenics, man. Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, okay? These things exist for a reason because they actually do work, okay? I've seen guys build quite impressive physiques just from calisthenics alone. I'm not one of those guys, but a good 50% of my physique did come from calisthenics, okay? I'm telling y'all, it's very much possible. Very much possible. You can do it. You can do it. You find you a good little workout park. It ain't even got to be a workout park. It could just be a regular old jungle gym. You get out there, if you know what you're doing, and I can help you figure out what you're doing, what you need to do. If you know what you're doing, man, it's very much possible, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Whew. It's getting tough, y'all. It's getting tough. Still getting that squeeze at the top. Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit changed. Staying consistent, man. Doing what we gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know I've been talking about no gym needed, no equipment needed. Now, if you really, really want to take your physique, your strength, and your capabilities to the next level, I believe personally that at some point you will have to get in the gym, or you will have to invest in some equipment, man. Because of course with calisthenics, it seems like there's unlimited progressions, but unless you're one of those guys that's comfortable with being upside down, doing handstands, doing all of these crazy movements, it's only but so far you're gonna get. So far as, size wise and strength wise. Like, yeah, you can be super strong and lifting your body and having functional strength and controlling your body. But if your goals are to be able to lift a certain amount of weight, or if you just want to be one of those super huge, big, brolic super guys, at some point you're gonna have to get in the gym. But where I do recommend calisthenics, especially, is for those beginners, man. It gives you a good foundation of strength and balance and control of your body. Once you have a good foundation of that, once you hop in the gym, bro, it's gonna be so much easier for you. I promise you. And you're gonna be stronger than most people who just jump straight into the gym. If you take two people, right, and you start them off on a fitness journey, let's just say they're, for the purpose of this argument, that they're completely identical, biologically, physically, all of that, right? You take those two people and you give one 6 months of training calisthenics, and the other person, you know, they start their gym journey after that 6 months. And the person who did the calisthenics in those 6 months starts the gym at the same time the other person starts the gym. The person who did the calisthenics is going to be way stronger than the person who starts the gym, because calisthenics, like I said, it gives you that foundational strength, balance, and, control of your body. When I first started working out seriously, like over 2.5 years ago, I started with calisthenics mainly. I wasn't in the gym heavy. I was doing calisthenics. I would hit the park, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, all of that. Dips, all of that. I started with that. Then once I got in the gym, I realized, hey, I'm stronger than I was before when I was in the gym. It's because those calisthenics gave me that foundation that I needed to start off, ahead. You know what I mean? So if you just now starting your fitness journey and your body allows you to, do calisthenics first, man. Then once you feel comfortable with calisthenics and you feel like, okay, now I need to take this to the next level, then hop in the gym. I promise you it makes a world of difference, yo. Makes a world of difference. Soon, real soon, we're gonna finish up this back and bicep work. Probably do like one more set of those, I don't know, alternating curls, whatever you call them. I don't know the name of them. We're gonna finish up. We're gonna do another set of those. We're gonna do one more set of close grip chin-ups, one more set of wide grip chin-ups. Then we're gonna do another set of body weight rows. And after that, we finish with the back and biceps for the day. Then we're gonna hit some core work. Tearing my hands up, y'all. Tearing my hands up, y'all. But to be honest, though, I like calluses, man. I feel like it's a very masculine thing, But it's like when you shake a man's hand and he has a good firm handshake, and then you feel like he got calluses on his hands rough as hell, it make you think like, well, damn, this motherfucker probably strong, bro. He obviously uses his hands, whether it be for working out or just working in general, has a good grip. Motherfucker probably strong, bro. And it makes you think like, this might not be the guy that, I could just easily fuck over. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel like a man's hand shows a lot about what he's been through. You ever see those old guys? They hands just big as hell, mangled up, fingers like all crooked and broken up and shit, and they could barely even open their hands up. You see those guys and you tend to have like more of a respect for them, because you like, I can tell you use your hands for a very long time. For a very long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your grip is strong as shit, And some of those guys probably don't even work out, never even worked out consistently, but functionally, they might be stronger than a lot of guys in the gym. There might be fucking screw that they gotta unloosen, jar they gotta open, And those are going to be the guys that do it and no problem. But you got a big swole guy who's been in the gym working out all this time and he's struggling with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the guys you got to put some respect on their name, bro, because they actually put in work in this real world. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple relatives like that, older guys, 60s, 70s, 80s. You look at their hands, man, their hands just all it look like they throwing up gang signs. You feel me? Like their hands all crinkled up. They could barely open them. But they done put in a lot of work. They done built a lot of things. They done created and destroyed a lot of things, you know. And you gotta respect that, bro. As a man, you just have to respect it. I remember when I was younger, probably like 15. This is back when I was living in Georgia. I had met this one guy. And I don't know his name. He wasn't significant in my life because it's not like I, was hanging around him after this. I only met him one time. But another friend of ours, like a mutual friend, had introduced me to him. He was an older guy at the time, probably like in his 20s. I shook his hand. Now, mind you, at this time, bro, only hard work I really know. Like, I've done a little work before, but it wasn't much. It wasn't nothing consistent. All I'm really doing all day is burping the worm and playing video games. So I know my hands are soft. My hands used to sweat a lot, you know. So I shook his hand. He was like, damn. He said, I see why you say he play video games all the time. He was talking to our mutual friend. He was like, yeah, I could tell he play video games all the time. His hand's soft than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Little 15-year-old me, that kind of fucked my head up. I'm like, damn. Is that the impression people get when they shake my hand? Like, I'm just on some soft shit. I ain't never been through nothing, you know? And that kind of like stuck in my head over the years, bro. Cause I'm just like, damn, is that really the impression I want to give off when I shake a hand? You know? So that's why I like having these. That's why I like actually using my hands. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to give that impression off to people when I'm first meeting them. Shaking a hand, it's all soft and sweaty, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want that, bro. As a man, you just don't want that. Because, like I said, it gives people a certain impression of you, bro. Like, man to man. We all know this, bro. Like I said, you shake a guy's hand, and he has a nice, strong handshake, and you feel his hands are rough and they done been through some shit. Whether consciously or subconsciously, it's gonna do something in your mind. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna say be careful, but it's like it gives you a certain respect. You just like, oh man, this guy, he's not just gonna be a guy I could just fuck over like that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna give you a certain type of respect. Be like, okay, I can tell this motherfucker done been through some shit. This motherfucker done put in work. This motherfucker strong. You know what I'm saying? And that's the impression you want to give off when you shake a person's hand. That's why it's always important as men, when you shake a hand, bro, you have to give a firm handshake, bro. Don't do no little like, no, you gotta shake that motherfucker, bro. You gotta grip and shake, bro. Cause that first impression to other men means a lot. It means a lot, bro. I'm telling you it does. It doesn't mean that's the end all be all. That doesn't mean, oh, just because you got a firm handshake, then nobody's gonna be able to whoop your ass or people are just gonna be scared of you. No, it's not about that. But it's just the amount of respect, you know. That's really all. Like I said, you gotta think about it for yourself. If you shake somebody's hand and it's soft as hell, it's a grown ass man we talking about, and his hand is soft as a baby hand, you just gonna be like, it's probably a weak ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I could probably do whatever I want, you know? Hey. And you don't want that impression. And I believe also, I believe women notice that shit too. Like if you shake a woman's hand and your hand just soft as shit, all sweaty or feel super moisturized or something, there's nothing wrong with moisturizing your shit. But like if your hand just feel weak as hell, bro, you ain't got no grip strength or nothing like that, women probably aren't gonna respect you as much either. They're probably not gonna be attracted to you as much, you know? Because when it comes down to it, bro, the basic primal instincts of attraction, women want masculine men. Okay. Now there might be some women out there, you know, that just want a super soft, feminine, pretty looking boy, you know. Like, and there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But the general population of women want a masculine man. And that's one of the parts of being masculine is your handshake, your grip strength, you know. And if you just got weak hands, bro, somebody can probably safely assume the rest of your body is weak. I don't really meet too many people. I don't think I've ever met anybody who had a weak ass handshake, soft ass hands, and their body just happened to be strong as shit. Nah, don't work like that. You know, like don't work like that. So it's not to say when you meet a female, you just gotta squeeze her hand as hard as possible. But you know, when you shake her hand, bro, like you gotta show her that you a man, bro. Simple as that. You know, it's not something you gotta just consciously focus on and oh yeah, everybody in. I'm gonna just get into a squeezing match with them and all this extra shit. Nah, but bro, just shake your hand, bro. But when you shake it with intention, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, you know, when you shake somebody's hand for the first time, that's their first impression of you. If their first impression of you is a weak person, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all, y'all. I've been working on engaging my core with every exercise. I think that's very important because a lot of people lift, but they don't realize how much their core can help them with their lifts. It's not to say you want to let your core take over all your lifts, but you want to use your core for extra stability. And it can help you with your lifts be stronger. And y'all can conduct your own experiments to test what I'm saying. Go do a squat. And do a squat without engaging your core. Just using straight legs. Yeah, you can get that weight up. But on the next set, when you actually do engage your core, it gives you extra stability and it allows you to get that weight up a little bit faster, a little bit easier, with a little less energy being burnt off your legs. You know what I mean? So engage your core in your exercises, man, no matter what it is. Even if you benching. If you benching and your core is not engaged, you're probably gonna lift less than when you can and your core is actually engaged because it's gonna give you that extra stability. You know? That's why core work is so important because it is the quintessential foundation of functionality. You should use your core with damn near every movement you do in life outside of fitness. Even when you're just walking or you're sitting down. If you're not using your core when you're sitting down, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna tend to be hunched over. But if you use your core, brace yourself, keep yourself up, it's gonna help you with that posture, even when you're walking. If you're not engaging your core when you're walking, you might be slunched over, might walk like that. But if you engage your core, use your core to keep your body stable, your posture is going to be way better. So just keep that in mind, y'all. That's why it's important to work that core. That's why it's important to have a strong core. And like I said, even when it comes to the gym, like your core is going to be the foundation of almost every movement you're doing in the gym. Let's hit these rows though, man. We're going to go close grip on these. Ooh, my hands are cooked, y'all. My hands are fucking cooked. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a few minutes, probably like 5 to 10 minutes to rest and let my hands recover. Then we're gonna hop into these core workouts. Because I'm doing hanging core workouts, so I gotta hang from the bar. And if I can't hang from the bar for long, I won't be able to do my core workout. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little minute, let our hands recover, because my shit is cooked. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's like a reddish tint on my shit. I was just doing those rows. That shit is hurting. So we're gonna give ourselves a little minute, let these calm down, and we're gonna be right back at it with core. How we looking, y'all? Believe it or not, I used to be fat, man. And some of you guys probably can tell, you know, just based on my physique. Sometimes you might see a little loose skin right here. You know what I mean? I used to be fat. Like right now, I'm between 178, 180. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, man, I was like 220, 230, extra fat on me. And I come to realize, you know, I had a good amount of muscle back then, but it was covered with so much fat, you couldn't really tell. You would just think I was just a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? And I was. But it took hard work and dedication to get me here. It's not an overnight thing. This didn't come overnight. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come overnight, y'all. It took dedication. It took times where I didn't feel like it. It took those rough moments, those hard times, man, for me to actually come out here, go to the gym, eat right, recover well, for me to get to this point. It's not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But anything worth having is not easy, man. I'm telling y'all. If you stay dedicated, you could do it too. I'm telling you. I'm not done yet. My physique, like I love where I'm at right now. Don't get it messed up. I love it. But I still want to take it to that extra level. I want to get just a little bit leaner. You know, muscle wise, I think I'm good muscle wise. Like, if anything, you know, unintentionally, I might just gain a little bit more muscle over time, you know, and it'll be beneficial because it'll fill out the loose skin that I do have. And I only really have like loose skin in my midsection. But really, I just want to get leaner. I really want to push my body to that limit and see what I'll look like and what's capable for me. Just absolutely lean. I'm talking like sub 10%, you know, and of course I'm not gonna keep that going, you know, because I don't think I'm one of those people who will be hormonally regulated or hormonally balanced if I'm sub 10% body fat. But I do just want to see what it'll look like for a little bit, you know. Want to see what it'll look like when I'm completely shredded. You know what I mean? Enough talking. Let's get to it. There's nothing to it but to do it. You get me? You get me, bruv? There's nothing to it but to do it. Come on, let go. Let go, let go, let go. Around those shoulders back. Curl. Curl. Each bicep movement. At the top, you want to squeeze those biceps as hard as you can. That's why I take a little second, pause at the top, because I'm focusing on that muscle contraction. I'm focusing on that mind-muscle connection. I'm making sure I do what I gotta do to get the most out of my workouts. Because you could be lifting weight, but if you ain't lifting it properly, you're not getting the most out of your workout. And you're just wasting time at that point. And who likes to waste time? Not me. I don't think you do either. So make sure you do what you gotta do to get the most out of your time. Because we only have a certain amount of time on this planet. If you sitting in here wasting it, not doing efficient workouts, you bullshitting, man. And I'm not a bullshitter. Never been a bullshitter. I like to get it done. You wanna know why? Because it ain't nothing to it, baby. And another thing, man, this is a pro tip, and I had to realize this along my journey. And I'm always learning, man. You know, I'm never just maxed out with knowledge. One thing you do have to learn, when it comes to training your biceps, bro, you don't need heavy weight. You don't need to be fucking lifting the most you can for 10 reps. No, it doesn't work like that, especially if you're just trying to build muscle. Now, it's different if you powerlifting, you want to be a strong man, or strength is just your goal, then you train differently. But if you really just want to build those biceps, make them pop, make them look good, you don't need heavy weight, man. Because the bicep, compared to the rest of the muscles in the body, the bicep is relatively a smaller muscle. Compared to the chest, what's bigger? The bicep or the chest? Chest is all of this. Bicep is only this. Okay? So you don't need heavy weights to train that. All you need is proper training technique and probably something that's like, 50, 60% intensity for you. And when I say intensity, that means like, I'm not even gonna say 1 rep max, because you don't want to do 50% of your 1 rep max. That'll be what, 2 reps, you know what I'm saying? But you want something that, like, you can do for 10 to 15 reps without getting like, you just want to be just at failure at the end of your set. Okay? You don't want to be fighting failure and you're only on your 5th rep, 6th rep. All right, you don't want to be doing that if you want to properly train your biceps. You don't need heavy weights, man. When I used to train them, I used to be in there with the 45s, with the 50s, just struggling through each set. And then it's putting pain on my elbows, man, because when you have a lot of weight and you lifting and your body's not necessarily ready for that weight, I'm telling y'all. Killer, to be honest. I'm gonna have to switch up where I do those, because those bars are like gritty. That shit hurts like a motherfucker. So I'm gonna have to do it on the smooth bars. I've had this ab wheel for like 3 or 4 years. I probably only used this thing about 3 times. And I haven't used it in well over 2 years, I know for sure. I want to try something different. So my knee kind of hurts from rock climbing. I hit my knee like a week and a half ago rock climbing. My shit has not been the same since. That's tougher than I thought. That ab wheel is tougher than I thought, man. Doing it without support from the knees, it's crazy. That shit will humble you. Shit.